It'll be emanating from one of the most hyped prospects in decades, folks. Victor Wembanyama, 7'3.5", barefoot, angular, agile, sinewy, and smooth. The most hyped prospect in decades, ready to make an indelible mark on his burgeoning NBA career. We're just a few moments away from the opening tip here at the Thomas & Mack Center, which features the number 1 pick against the number 2 pick. The number 2 pick, of course, Brandon Miller, as Charlotte will be taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones alongside Doris Burke. Summer school is in session. Cassidy Hubbard joining us in just a bit. Doris, we've seen and heard so much about Victor Wembanyama, but what do you expect it might look like tonight? What do you expect?
Well, the Spurs are raving about his playmaking ability, his basketball IQ, his decision-making. So we're thinking along the lines of their Hall of Fame bigs, right? Tim Duncan, David Robinson. But is this guy more of a 4-3, more playmaker than he is anything else? I don't know, but what I know is he has landed in the perfect organization. A history of coaching great big men, a history of coaching international prospects, and obviously a Hall of Fame coach in Greg Popovich. To me, when you listen to what his teammates have to say and what he has to say, he feels very Spursian already. Humility about the work and the process of this. I can't wait to watch him, Mark.
A Spurs man, somebody who is very much already over themselves. Meanwhile, the number 2 pick in the NBA draft, Brandon Miller out of Alabama, the highest drafted Alabama player since Antonio McDyess came into the NBA, coming off a rather bumpy ride in his first 2 exhibition games and summer league games up in Sacramento several games ago. But Brandon Miller looking to make a big mark here on the crowd in Las Vegas and across the country and across the world tonight as they watch one of the most recent international superstars and the beginning of his career, Victor Wembanyama. And we're underway. Blake Wesley will bring it to the front court. Here's Champagnie, who had 2 strong games up in Sacramento in their summer league. Wembanyama with his first touch. 7 on the shot clock, and Malachi Branham got to the bucket.
Just gets downhill, Mark, and once he touched the paint with that size and frame, nice little touch off the window.
Wembanyama is actually guarding Brandon Miller right now on the wing. Going to test his perimeter skills a little bit defensively. Wesley switches on to Miller, and Miller says, "You thought I was shaky? I'm steady tonight, folks."
And a lot of criticism coming out of the early summer league games prior to Las Vegas about perhaps the motor need to be turned up and the aggression as well. Well, first touch, first bucket.
Shot well over 30% from three-point territory last year. Wembanyama off glass, and his first field goal attempt is off the mark. Here's Miller leading the break. Miller gets it back, relocates, and missed everything. Looked a lot better on this first one here, Doris.
They certainly did, and you like the level of aggression immediately. Defender not there on the catch, had the space, the window to fire, and no hesitation.
Here's Wesley. Champagnie missed the backdoor cut. Here's Wembanyama. Open side, mid-range over Jones, and he's 0 for 2.
Gets it off easy, though, Mark Jones. Very efficient use of a dribble.
Averaged over 36 a game in a small sample size. Those 2 games against G League at night here in Vegas several months ago. That 2-pointer is off the mark, and Champagnie with a grab and go. Wesley for 3. And back the other way comes James Bouknight. Nice little sidestep move. Jones couldn't get the follow. And the Spurs off and running. Wembanyama filling the lane. Goes tween and smoked the slam. Got all the way to the cup, but couldn't cash out. Bouknight for 3. Book retrieves it. Got to the rim and couldn't finish. Kai Jones. Wembanyama with good rim protection. And that's how he changes the equation, Doris.
Oh, my goodness. The length is going to take people by surprise. And how about that pass, Mark Jones?
Timing up his teammate, Dominic Barlow.
You've already seen, right? He's missed some chippies and some shots he normally makes. He knows the weight of expectation. He knows this building is filled for him. But, boy, the presence at the rim, my goodness.
Miller with a little rim pressure, had it partially blocked. 5 on the shot clock. That 3 is long, and Brandon with the board. Good pace to this game. Nice rim run by Wembanyama, and 1, and there it is. His first bucket coming on a 5-foot little turnaround with the left hand, Doris Burke.
There's a smoothness to what he does, a feel to what he does. So Fields, the initial defender on his back. Another one comes over. He's got to use the offhand. Perfect off the window. And, you know, we were speaking to the coach this morning, and I found it interesting how much Matt was talking about his passing ability.
Yes.
And how much they love his basketball IQ as a playmaker.
Led the French league in scoring this past season, about 22 points a game to go along with 10.5 rebounds. Wembanyama from a very athletic lineage. His dad was a track and field star. Here's Bouknight strong. Champagny with the board. Wembanyama's mother played for the French national team basketball. And here he is off the bounce. Couple of tweens. Champagny for 3. So he likes to distribute a little bit out there, Dor.
You've seen it twice, Mark. He anticipates he's going to draw that extra defender, and his instinct is, I'm going to give it up on time.
Charlotte has misfired on its last 10 in a row now. Wesley off the outlet. Around Miller. Oh, he got it punched by Kai Jones. Jones sprays it out to the corner. Here's a 3. Tipped out of bounds. It'll come back the other way. Trey Scott missing that 3-pointer. Look at this defense.
Yeah, you said it, Mark. 7'3". Well, this is Charlotte. This is a big year for Kai Jones,
yes.
Right? I mean, he is a guy who has shown potential, trying to crack the rotation for Steve Clifford.
After Plumlee was traded a season ago, Kai Jones got valuable minutes and reps, but Victor Wembanyama is on